And Adrian Childs. And with us tonight, Don Littlewood.
And we'll be challenging Annika Wright. These scenes divided the one-show audience. Beth Price from Brighton said, "Quick, pick it up, you need to read that."
Pick it up, yes. She said, "I am 11 years old and have kept fancy rats for the past couple of years. I think all rats should be entitled to freedom."
Emily Smith in Cornwall begs to differ, though.
Rubbish, she says. Spend a day on any farm and see the damage, not to mention the disease. The grey squirrel population is 5 million and growing, but because of that, the native red squirrel could be extinct in 10 years.
Yeah. Right, as the non...
You know, we all know that now.
They're both squirrels, it seems to me.
But what other animals...
Like the party.
But what...
I would have had it any way you like.
Lambs are cute, so why not
Grey
squirrels?
squirrels arrived with their suitcases full of...
Things that would be the envy of their... I'm afraid, is in America or in the stupid...
A new series of Challenge Annika, starting with a grey squirrel sanctuary.
Take their mind over them, they waste a lot of time and focus.
And some women have male brains. Adrian, it's male brains 2, female brains 1.
Get in.
But today the test is recognising emotions, and we all know who's better at that, don't we? I think 2-2.
Men 2, women 2. Michael,
Yeah.
you've been measuring.
You two were 2 millimetres, she was 3 millimetres.
Okay, it's time to challenge Annika now. Annika, you can read.
Dom's here today with a word of warning on your credit records, Dom.
It's looking at Annika in her shoes over there, that's what it was.
It's Annika's long legs, exactly.
We'll go envelope and just put free phone, phones.
You can follow.
Just like Strictly. You sound like...
With us tonight is opera sensation. Happy Catherine. We're very excited to have you when they didn't win. Right, okay, very diplomatic. To you at all.
No.
This is...
So much they couldn't set fire to the ship.
I've got to say, John Paul Jones...
That was the last invasion of Britain.
Catherine, with a name like John Paul Jones, he could well have been... sore eyes for our troops out there in
Well,
the
like,
desert.
yeah, it's in the papers. I don't know where they're here 10 minutes. Are you a fan of opera, Dan?
Hold on.
Down the opera route, was it just because of the nature of your voice, or was it something that you grew up with?
Well, like in common, you and I was in the church.
I'd sing like you, Catherine. This is you in action. Catherine, this is your new album, The Violin, so I think that kind of... Gary Barlow from Take That, my favourite member of it, has written a couple of tracks for you. He'll be out on the road as well with Darcy Bussell, I believe. Dance and she gets to sing.
She's singing.
Oh.
Honest is the day's long, Dom.
Yes, that's right, apparently, yeah.
You
Caught on camera. Have we been an honest bunch through history, Dan, really? Historically, are the British an honest bunch?
About regarding us as a decent race.
I'm going to actually interrupt you guys there because it's my first day presenting the one show of the crew. So what I did today to celebrate my first day, I brought in Christine.
The sad thing is I did spot them in the fridge and I just assumed with your name on them and you're a kind bloke, you'd want me to eat them.
Right. Sandy, could you bring the box over here because... I want to see, actually, and that feels a lot lighter, how many of these actually have disappeared. Here we go.
I am responsible for maybe 3 of those.
No, hang on, even some of the ones on the bottom layers have gone.
It's the crew, it's this bunch here behind the camera. Look at this.
What a load of vagabonds.
Look at this sheepish. I wonder we'll still eating a few chocolates there.
Yeah, I think we would actually.
I'll have this
sure?
one.
I'm very sorry, Dom.
No, you can have one of the ones there that nobody wants.
You see, have you enjoyed the first day then?
I've actually liked it, actually. Yeah, let's let it roll a little bit longer. Let's go to 8
Catherine
o'clock.
Jenkins is on the show, that's why. Anyway, you have 4 more days to go,
Definitely
yeah.
helped.
On tomorrow's show, we're in the most CCTV city in the world, and guess what? It's here in Britain.
And one of my toughest rivals from Strictly, Penny Lancaster, will be here.
And we'll have more from Bug Week, and George McGavin will be here to answer your bugbears. See you at 7.
Bye.
Bye. Maybe Manchester, not Manchester. The question that quite literally divides the nation, the north-south divide. Where does one begin and the other end?
Well, if, like me, you come from the south, in fact, deep south, Southend-on-Sea, you might think it's the Watford Gap. But some bloke with a pointier head than me, a professor, in fact, is about to change all that.
For the Lorry exhibition in Manchester, he's calculated a new north-south line. The only problem is it wipes out the Midlands. Justin Rowlett sets out for the new border from a service station on the M1.
Penny, I'm coming straight to you. Like me, you're from Essex.
I am.
Chigwell, well, you're born in Chigwell, but you now live in Epping.
Epping, just up the road.
I'm a Southend-on-Sea boy. But you married...
Very proud of his Scottish heritage. In
Exactly.
fact, we've got a picture just to prove how proud he is. I'm very
I might say, Ron's actually got...
surrounded by CCTVs. It kind of has to be.
Well, we do actually, just for security reasons, and it's very helpful.
On the street then of CCTV, I mean, over 300 or 400 maybe times a day, we're all being photographed somewhere.
There to help your case. So.
Lucy Siegel, thanks for joining us. I've got to ask you, being pictured 300...
Yes.
Why was it?
It's paparazzi angle as well, which has taken the camera thing to a whole other different angle, Penny, as, you know, I'm sure you just must be surrounded constantly and indeed followed.
And I was followed, literally chased for 1 hour, and they intervened and stopped him and prevented.
Now, to a certain extent, though, you are a poacher turned gamekeeper, aren't you?
Model as well, you know how to take a good photograph and you know how to look good. We both feel that we don't take the greatest of photographs. Hands with Penny, because you've put together a bit of a list of top tips, Penny.
Well, this
photographs for you, Lucy. Yes, that's okay. Thank you very much, Penny. Thanks, Lucy. Now we'll be talking to you both a little bit later on, particularly performances and Strictly Come Dancing. Get to that in a bit. Now here on the One Show, we like to bring you all creatures, great and small, and they don't get much smaller than insects.
Yesterday, we began our...
Have you ever seen a man so excited about dung beetles? Welcome back to George's Bug Snug. You're feeling quite homely here, aren't you? Hopefully, a sign of things to come. Are you conscious of...
So it's a great listed building, so you can't really do too many changes to it. But that's as far as we go.
Yeah. I was watching at the weekend. We'll take a look as well at what they had to say. Isn't it, when they're being very personal?
Yeah, the thing is, I was kind of expecting that response, and I felt very vulnerable going out and performing the drive.
Well, what was it like for you backstage watching it?
Well, I mean, we all saw, I mean, everyone...
Family and everything else. Is it difficult sort of juggling things at the moment? If you pretend you're all friends. But anyway, that's just about it for tonight on tomorrow's show. George McGaffin blunders the watery depths to discover more creepy crawlies.
We delve into the archive to discover what makes cult television.
That's all tomorrow at 7. See you then. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.